B O frickin' TDF. BOTDF. Blood on the dance floor. Blood on the dance floor. I'll say it again. Blood on the dance floor. I just want to be left alone by the name, you know? I mean, I've said my points. Their music is bad. Their stage personalities are bad. Their name itself is bad. Panic at the Disco, bad. I don't want to hear about them anymore. They drive me bonkers. They drive me cuckoo. If I can make an acronym about made-up words that encompass every negative thing I can say to describe a person, the acronym would be BOTDF. Every time I see an ad for vanity sets and home furniture, I think of David Vanity's last name. Is it his real name? I don't know. I don't care. I shouldn't care. I won't care. I can't care. I thought I was done with them. But no. You two wanted me to enter a collab review on BOTDF. You introduced me to them and allowed myself to kill off whatever hope I had left for the scene teens I see every day, because when I see them I instantly think BOTD fraggin' F! You, Jackal Goldkick, you suggested I review them, and granted that I accepted willingly enough to do reviews of 2 songs in an album review, you still suggested it! Toongriff is still in convalescence right now from the illness that just 1 song gave him. That's why he hasn't uploaded in a while. Now, I may be more immune to their crap because I have heard a few more Bush Pig songs than I should have, but that still doesn't change the fact that you suggested them! And Lucifer Scarlet, everyone's favorite Star Fox fan, you went along with it. In fact, you invited me along to respond to some BOTDF fans. And even though I actually went into it with open arms because, hey, I like working with people, and I like dishing out some good arguments and opinions, you still suggested it! This would not have happened had it not been for Jackal Goldkick and Lucifer Scarlet. And I have one thing to say to them if they are listening right now. Thank you. Without your suggestions, I would not be here. I would not be the damaged personality I am now had it not been for me listening to Blood on the Dance Floor. And I'm sure Toongriff thanks you too, if he's even alive at this point. Well, here I am. My 3rd BOTDF song review, making this episode 29. Now normally I would try and imitate somebody today, but guess what I found out?
Yeah, about the impressions thing, I found out you didn't need to do those.
What? I didn't need to do a Bob Ross voice or a Lil Loco impression at all?
No, but hey, it was funny, wasn't it? We can all laugh now.
No, that's not funny.
Oh, okay. You still need the essences though, so the BOTDF review is still on.
Fine, so long as I don't have to act like a scene kid. So today, we're doing a normal review, and this time I want to get on a topic that a lot of BOTDF fans talk about. They say that the music has saved their lives, and while it's not evident right now, given that I've only heard, Sexting, Time Machine, and the whole of the Cruel Pornography album, yeah, I can make an assumption that their heads aren't on straight. But hey, maybe it has a hidden meaning behind all the sex lyrics. Maybe Break the Bed Gimme Head is actually a lyric that says, I think your life is very important to me as well as your personality and your smile. Because that's what BOTDF is saying, right? Well, let's find out. Oh, no. Not a slow song. No. That's clearly not what the fans are talking about. Although, good guess. Let's put the right song in. Well, already into the song, and holy crap, second lyric is a mind-bender. Let me repeat that in regular speech. I have the right to remain violent. Anything you say will be used as silence. Huh. You know, if I had to take a guess as to what that means, I'd save that guess for later, because no, the second lyric doesn't make any damn sense. Does he mean turn those words against her? Put words into her mouth? Given that this is BOTDF, they already aim to put something in her mouth, but I'm sure words would still fit. Along with that something. The joke is their dicks are small, by the way. Too late, Kesha already used that line. Granted, not word for word, but it's been said before. Oh, when was this posted? I need to verify. Whoop. Looks like Kesha beat you by 3 years. Ah, Kesha. Making pop music of the past sound better than pop music today. Whoa, okay, now you're writing Limp Bizkit's lyrics. From the song Break Stuff, to be exact. Again, not exactly word for word, and Limp Bizkit defines a different part of the body, but the same rhyme. I wonder if BOTDF use any Adele lyrics for the next few lines. Yeah, we'll be here for a while. So grab yourself some drinks, ladies and gentlemen, because here the song clearly has a lot of lyrical content to it. My voice might run out. Add 1 point to the number of emo cliches appearing in this song. The whole world is against me. Yeah, you turn into one of the members of BOTDF. If I were you, I would check in on mom and see how she reacts. Of course, maybe she's proud of her son, and if it were my mom and I was Davi Vanity, I'm sure she'd be proud that I'm doing what I love. Same goes to Davi, but let's not forget that he's Davi Vanity. Whoever has said that when they're popular clearly doesn't know what they're talking about. Like One Republic. Sorry, I have a grudge against that song for its hypocrisy in that one line, along with the overall boring sound. The only group I've heard that uses that line effectively is Death Grips, who are already not that welcoming. They take some getting used to, and that's what makes their stuff good. BOTDF's music, well, it does take some getting used to, but you wish that time was better spent. Let's think about this line. Put my middle finger up because you don't own me. Let's see how that works in GML. Basically, this code statement says that if the variable of not owning Davi Vanity is equal to 1, then it creates a middle finger at the position of Davi Vanity. However, if the variable of not owning Davi Vanity is set to 0, then it creates a collar and a leash. Therefore, I have wasted your time and taught you some coding. Let's proceed. You try to say you're sorry for the things you've done. Try to play me like a fool, but I know I'm not one. Add another point to the count.
You tried to play me, but I'm not a fool.
Try to trap me with your legs and acquisitions. Fuck you, bitch! I'm the freak of the nation!
Do we need a scream count? Okay, let's rename our counter. Edge count. More encompassing. Oh man, look at the numbers rise. Borderline bush pig, as we see, and in case you're wondering, no, we're not a full minute into this song. Technically, you didn't name a consequence other than more harm to your own image. Unless that line is a continuation of the bush pig inspired line, in which case, congratulations, you're insane. Who would use that penalty when their career is ruined? I'm unchained, insane in the membrane! Really, guys? You've already ripped off Kesha and Limp Bizkit to certain extents, but this time it's word for word ripping off the first part of the hook for Cypress Hill's Insane in the Brain. Also, add another point to the edgy count. I'm on top of the motherfucking food chain! And add another point. I'm so hot they can't find a tree for me to hang! Note to BOTDF, when you try and make a simile, have it make sense. You're so high, which means you're stoned or simply under the influence of other drugs, that they can't find a tree for you to hang. Oh sure, since it's normal that someone would be hanging a tree. Plus, if you meant hang from, then the word is tall, not high. It doesn't work if the tree in question is a pot plant, because you're already high. Also, why hang a tree? This lyric does not make sense. Oh sure, you can imagine he's saying,
I'm so high up they can't find a tree for me to hang from.
But we had to rhyme something, and BOTDF clearly hasn't shown the ability to make up their own clever lines, so why expect that of them here? I'm on a mission and I'm looking for some poo-tang! Then what's your mission? See, this is where you should have defined that mission as looking for some poo-tang, and yes, I know what poo-tang means. Urban Dictionary exists. But anyways, you listed 2 separate things, so I hope we get to find out what the mission is. Hater bashing! Yeah, we saw it here, folks. Maybe 2 years old, but 2 years is not a long time. Edgy point added. Jeez, what is with you guys today? You're on a roll. About my lock and key. Shame for who I am, not in slavery. Nowhere close to slavery, you misinformed ass. Slavery in the US and perhaps the world was labor for as long as the master willed, no matter the physical condition of the slaves. There were beatings, whippings, even killings for menial offenses by slaves. They lived the harshest lives, and here you are now saying that public ridicule is modern slavery. Are they physically forcing you to undergo physical labor that you don't want to do? Are they whipping you, beating you, cutting off your food supply? How about rethinking that line? Revenge will have its guests, serve no one but me. Well, aren't you selfish? That defeats the whole point of your emotional ballads. Credit is wiped out. And people call this inspirational and life-saving? If they take the lyrics to heart, then they are growing up to be selfish dicks. Oh yeah, we're not even at the chorus yet. Well, here's the chorus. You got to be this way by just being you. You needed intervention. Granted, you're proud of who you are, but being proud of yourself for rapping the worst lyrics and sticking by them is not something to be proud of. But hey, whatever makes you happy, probably still won't make me happy because I differ in large part. Apart from the haters you just mentioned before, but again, to each his own. Good for you. You never were in the first place. You weren't serving some warlord, you were making music and being generally annoying.
I'm having a revelation.
Revelation isn't a word, and revelation doesn't fit in this sense. Revelation means a shocking finding, essentially. Unless he's referring to the Book of Revelation. Huh.
With your mainstream fabrications, 'cause I wasn't born in a manger.
Okay, so we have a biblical undertone.
Or I was born in this nation. I'm not a gift from God, and certainly not a spawn of Satan.
Is Jay atheist? Wouldn't surprise me, to be honest. I believe the line says, "I'm not perfect, but I'm not overly bad," which, given Merciful Death's input from earlier on, I believe that, yes, if I got to know the guy, I'd change my opinion. But as of now, I haven't, and I find it really hard to now, even if he is Jay and not Davi Vanity.
For as long as you hating, know I flag will be waving 'cause the shit that you're saying.
Any second part to that cause? You just said, "cause the shit you were saying." Okay, care to elaborate? Care to add a few words that may have made that line make sense? Jeez, how many people act this lazily? I know mainstream hip-hop artists definitely work lazily, but BOTDF? Come on, you guys are a shock act. Clearly you need some comprehensibility.
I'm a ticking time, I'm just waiting to go off.
Okay, let's rev up the edge counter again.
On the motherfucking trigger finger on the hand of God, force feed you needles whether you hate me or not. I'm vicious and I'm young and I can't be stopped. Try to lock me up, you can put me in a cage with this lying you see. Will never be changed, 'cause I've been crazy since I dropped out the ninth grade. With vacations to the loot even before I was of age. Got beat down running home on the first day. Cops told me what the evil smile on my damn face. I laughed in 'cause I knew this would be the last time I caved. And I never went back after that day. I moved on, got strong, even changed my fucking name. Well, I may be J-Von now, but Jeremy Bryan is where I came.
I would clap, but God, if Davi hadn't just ruined it for you, Jay, then I would. Good. Good that you're not forgetting your roots, though.
So give me the blame and break my chains. I never said I wanted fame.
But you were fine with it anyway, so really no difference if you say you did or not.
I'll do what I can to make it change, but I'm not your slave, baby, I'm unchained.
Overall, Jay is a more capable member in this song than Davi. Hands down, more capable. He's got a solid verse here that doesn't spew as much crap as Davi's beginning verse does.
You can lock me in a cage.
Davi, be quiet. Jay's trying to do a song here. That ends the track, pretty much. And given what you just heard me say through all this, yeah, I think this score is appropriate. At least it's not sex music, and Jay actually gets a good line in that makes sense. The only horrible thing here is Davi, and the fact that a good amount of lyrics are not original. When I hear BOTDF, I expect to hear BOTDF. Not Limp Bizkit, Cypress Hill, or Kesha. I expect to hear BOTDF. Aha! This time I was expecting it. And I was expecting that.
I found out how the three apocalypse is coming. The ZHG built a signal to attract it, and the Anti-Hoot modified it to order the three apocalypse to destroy the world.
I wasn't expecting that. So what do? Modify the signal further?
Exactly. The Anti-Hoot is still coming for you right now, and given how he has a built-in GPS, he knows you're here.
Well, why not just teleport us there?
Because the Anti-Hoot nullifies all power of that sort. I tried to smite him and almost had that energy bounce back onto me. He was greatly defended. He has the beacon defended with the same sort of nullifiers.
Whoa, who turned on the lights?
The three apocalypse is now too close. Power's going out.
RJ, you need to help us here, man.
I already told you I can't. Plus, you're nowhere near ready. I have other people's prayers to answer. Now please, leave me alone.
Run as fast as you can.
He's right. You need to prepare.
I have the essences. I can take the Anti-Hoot on.
No, it's not that simple.
It never is it? You think I need telling that this isn't simple? I've tried to comprehend all of this. I'm still trying to. It's short notice.
To beat the Anti-Hoot, you need to absorb the energy of the essences by reviewing one final song. However, to get to the beacon, you need a different plan. The defenses may be strong, but they can't hold off more than a handful of intruders. We need to bring a large amount of people with us, but who to convince?
Who to convince? Oh, I got it!
What?
The time machine! That's how the 1 hour younger version of myself came to be. A time machine. Thing is, I haven't built one.
Wasn't that a dream, though?
Was it? I've seen the guy appear multiple times, most recently for the Persdopus review.
Interesting.
What?
That wasn't a time machine, that was an interdimensional machine. That version of yourself was from another dimension. And presumably he didn't know that he made a dimension-hopping machine too.
Damn it. That means we'll never know how the thing works then, unless we somehow find where he is and... Guys, just what I just found out. That time machine of mine isn't a time machine, it's a dimensional hopper.
This hurts my head.
We were just talking about that. We need to find a way to stop the Threepocalypse, and your machine can allow us to do that. Agreed? Oh, yes, yeah. The Threepocalypse isn't just in your dimension, it's in mine too.
This is really hurting my head.
So the Threepocalypse is cross-dimensional. Yes, and I can show you how to get to my dimension. Come on. Wait, what about Anna? Don't worry, I'm sure she'll be fine. Let's just go.